everyone, I thought I would use up some cardboard I'd got around, some Amazon boxes and things I'd got left over, and use it to make a little Halloween project. So what I decided to do was make a set of Tim Burton inspired mini shelves, and these are for storing my crystal collection on, because the little coffin shaped shelves that I made before, I've now repurposed those to hold my nail polishes, so I needed like a new little display shelf for my crystals. So first of all, what I did was fold the piece of card I had in half and glue it together with hot glue, and that gave me the back, which gave me the basic shape and size that I wanted. Then I had another piece, and what I did was cut out 4 strips from this, the width that I wanted the shelves to stick out to. And basically what I did is, once I'd measured out 1 strip and cut it out, I used that as the template for the other 3 strips. This was so I could use 2 layers of cardboard to make the sides as well, just for a bit of extra strength. I would have preferred some thicker cardboard, but this was all I had, so I needed to double it up. I would eventually like to make this out of wood. I can make the middle part because I have made a little set of shelves before. The hard part would be cutting out the front shape that goes at the front. But I think eventually I'd like to make this out of wood. But for now, I'll stick with my cardboard recycling. So I cut out 2 strips for each side so that I can glue it together to make it double the thickness. And then you'll see in a bit, I will glue those sides together, those strips, and then glue them to the back of the piece that I've made for the main part of the little shelves. At least one advantage with using the slightly thinner card, it was really easy to cut with my scissors. Normally I'd have to use my craft knife and cut 3 or 4 times to get through the really thick cardboard. So once I got my 4 strips, then it was a case of gluing them together. This also covers up any little remaining bits of labels and stuff that are sticking out, like so. And just make sure you put plenty of hot glue on if you make one of these as well, so that the sides stay together really well, because you need them stuck down quite well for when you put the paper mache over the top. Then I applied a layer of glue to the inside edge of the side and glued it to the back, and then you'll see I run, once it's stuck into place, hold it for a second so it's sticking, and then I run a bead of glue on the inside just to make sure it's extra well stuck down, and the extra strength on the outside edges will be from the 2 layers of paper mache later on. So here now what I'm doing is I'm sticking the sides on the other side, and then I used the same technique to make the bottom and the shelves. So all I did was just measure what size I needed, cut out double of everything, so 2 pieces for the bottom, 2 pieces for the top that got glued together. Each shelf is made up of 2 strips of cardboard that are measured to fit in the middle of what I've just, this like box shape I've made. And then everything is all like the glue. I used the glue to go around all the edges on the inside just to make sure there was no gaps and make sure everything was really well stuck down. Then once I'd got the basic little shelf shape done, I used these cut up lollipop sticks to stick on the front to get rid of the corrugated cardboard texture, because I didn't want that to show through once it had been covered in the paper mache. And also, as you can see, it made it look like the shelves were a bit thicker. After I'd made the shelves, I cut out this sort of swirly-whirly frame. Basically what I did was I got the actual base frame and drew round it, and then I drew the design around the front and did lots of little sort of swirls and curls on it, which is the idea I'd had from, like, you know, I imagine this is what would be in like a sort of Tim Burton house, like in the kids' room or something. As you can see, everything has been coated with 2 layers of paper mache. This is a thick paper towel, and I've put 2 layers on to make it nice and thick. I didn't record the paper mache process because it took me hours, and it's really not something you want to just sit there and watch. But all it is thick kitchen roll and PVA glue, and you put a layer of glue under the kitchen roll, put the kitchen roll on top, and then put a layer of PVA glue on top of that, and it takes overnight to dry. Then once it was dry, it's purple on the inside and black on the outside, by the way, with a dry brushing of like a grey over the top to show up the texture. And once it was dry, I put my crystals in. So that's it. That's how I made these mini Tim Burton inspired shelves. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.